Hello, this is Sky. I'll be here with you until sleep. You don't need to listen closely. You can drift off whenever you like. There's nothing to get right tonight. For now, just let yourself be held by the sound of my voice. Let's begin. Some nights, the mind is busy, thoughts moving from one thing to another, like leaves carried along a small stream. And that's all right. You don't need to push the thoughts away. You don't need to follow them either. They can simply pass through while you rest here. For those of you who like returning to the same place at night, there's a membership with ad-free listening and a few longer episodes to rest with. It's there if and when you want it. The link is in the description. My voice can be something steady in the background, just a quiet companion while the mind slowly unwinds. And I invite you to be with the sound of my voice, to be here in this moment. Nothing else to do. Nowhere else to be. Nowhere else to go. But right here and now, with the sound of my voice, the sound of your gentle companion, here to help lull you back to sleep. It doesn't matter if this is your first time going to sleep tonight, or if you've awakened in the middle of the night and need help going back to sleep. There's no right or wrong, and you've not done anything wrong. Even if you're awake in the night, no matter what's happening, this is now your time to take care of yourself, to put yourself first, to allow yourself to begin to rest, to drop any thoughts that may be with you or bothering you or keeping you awake. Just letting them all drop right now. Knowing that this is your time for sleep, for peace, for ease, and knowing that when the morning comes, you can pick up anything that you've left behind. But now is your time to rest and relax, to fall back to sleep. This is your time to let go, to let ease take over, to let peace take over, to let sleep be the one who's with you now. The ease and the peace of sleep, the gentleness that is sleep. When that joyful moment comes, when you go from awake to sleep, that is available to you, dear one. That moment. And this could be it now. When you give over, give way, let go, and let it be. Let everything be as it is, even if there's restlessness here, or worries, or pains, or fears, or stresses. Just letting them be here. Letting them be here as fully as they need to be, without becoming identified with them. Perhaps just letting them know that you know they're here and they're welcome. And also, if it feels right, inviting in the sense of peace and the ease and the giving over to the letting go of sleep. That's also welcome here. That's also available and welcome. And there's no right or wrong. here tonight, and it's just you and me, and the gentle allowing of the ease and the peace and the drifting off into sleep. And if it feels right, noticing if there's anything that you need to do to make yourself just a little bit more comfortable, to allow in more ease, to allow in a sense of being comfortable, a sense of allowing the body to tip over from the waking state toward the sleepy, dreamy, peaceful place of sleep. There's nothing to get right tonight, nothing else to do, nowhere else to be, nowhere you need to go, but being here. And if it feels comfortable and right, allowing yourself to let it all go. Just now, in this moment, this infinite moment where all things are possible. And as you settle into that, I'd like to tell you a story about a trip to the farmer's market. It's a real joy to get to go to the farmer's market. Where the stalls are set up with fresh fruits and vegetables. People selling all different wares, handmade and imported and local. People selling fresh food and everything in between. It all starts off with a walk toward the place where the farmer's market is, which is on a Tuesday in a car park. I walked down with a few empty bags, wondering what will be for sale today. What new treasures might I find? What delights might I find? I'm ready to go. As I walk down, I notice other people also walking toward the farmer's market with their empty bags. I also notice people going in the opposite direction who have already been to the farmer's market, already stocked up on all their favorite things, and are heading home to put it all away. As I head down the bottom of the high street and around the corner, I see some new stalls. It is that time of the year when the farmer's market expands. In the winter, there's only a very few stalls open. But as the weather gets warmer, more and more people come to sell their wares and their things. And this is that time of the year when more vendors arrive to sell the beautiful things that they have. I'm so excited to see who will be there today, because I never know. Sometimes it is predictable, and usually the same people are always there in the same spot, selling the same things. But sometimes there are new people trying things out. It's always interesting to explore something new. As I turn the corner, before I even reach the car park where most of the vendors are, I notice there's a few on this road outside of the car park. And there's the lady with the plants. Loads and loads of baby plants. She's got so many. And I'd love to buy a couple of each one. She's got loads of different herbs, edible herbs, medicinal herbs, many different varieties of plants. She's got some that do well in sunny places, and some that do well in shady places. I never know what she's going to have new this week. I have several plants in my garden that I have got from her over the years. Perennial plants that are still growing. And every year I get more different varieties, different plants. They're so vibrant and beautiful. But I won't get any just yet. I always buy those as I'm leaving. So for now, I pass by, wave hello, and keep going toward the market. There's the person who sells wood, which I've never bought because I haven't needed big planks of wood. So I pass that vendor as well and head around toward the area where most of the vendors are set up. I pass through the food stalls first. There's someone making Thai food, and they have a few giant woks with loads of fresh food cooking. There's the person that makes the crepes, sweet and savory ones. They also make gluten-free. They are usually quite busy. Then there's the mobile coffee shop, selling all the fancy drinks. There's usually a queue there as well. Next to that is the cheesemonger, who has lots of different types of cheeses, all fresh, every week. Cow cheese, goat cheese, sheep cheese. They also sell fresh pies, meat pies, and pasties. Then there's the person with the essential oils, the CBD oils, and other medicinal things. Next to that is the honey. Lots of fresh, local honey. All different colors, different shades of amber, and honeycomb as well. They also have beeswax, candles, and wax to buy. And then there's the organic vegetables. This stall takes up several tables, several areas. A lot of the produce they grow at their farm, which is quite close by. They also import a few things as well. And right now, with it being spring, the selection is getting more expansive. And they are now able to grow more on the farm, in the hothouses. Today, they're selling potatoes, beetroot, carrots, zucchini, peppers, broccoli, the purple sprouting broccoli, cauliflower, and asparagus. And the herbs, they're starting to have the fresh parsley, coriander. They've already got some beans, peas, and big tubs of salad leaves, mushrooms, kale, cabbage. And then it moves on to the fruits. Right now, there's not many fruits because it's early in the season. But soon, once all the summer fruits come, it will be full of fruits. Just now, they've got fresh pressed apple juice from last year's apples, and eggs. And I'm sure there are some things that I might be forgetting. I take my time picking all the various things that I will need and putting them in a basket. It's wise to get here early because there's more of a selection. If one comes later in the day, it usually means that most everything is already gone. A lot of people in the village like to buy their produce here. After I pick all the things I want and go around, I get in the queue to pay. I place my basket on the table, and the person joyfully tallies up everything that I bought. Some things they need to weigh. Some things they know how much it is. And then I pay and put it all into my bags and set off around the rest of the market. I see a few stalls with clothing items. It's mostly always women's clothing, although they do have a few men's items. Different dresses, and coats, and jumpers, and artistic things that you can't get in the other shops. And there's another stall with clothing that's all imported from India. Very colorful, beautiful, silky items. And then there is the vendor that sells all things hemp. Hemp twine, hemp bags, hemp clothing, hemp slippers, and anything else you might want made from hemp. There's another vendor that has more clothing, trousers and hoodies, handmade slippers, and sheepskin. Across from them, there's someone that has many metal items. Lots of things made from metal. Fire pit, a mirror, different hangings, different knickknacks and bits and bobs. Different sizes of things made of metal. And then there's the people with the ceramic items. One of them has mugs, and plates, and bowls, and all different things like that. There's another person with ceramic wares that are more decorative. Dishes, figures, all with blue, shiny glaze, sparkly glazes on them. And they're all very clever and beautiful. Then there's the person with the incense handmade incense, and I smell it as I walk by. Then there's the vendor with loads of crystals, a few tables full of all different sizes and shapes and colors of crystals. Big ones, small ones, natural shapes, and also shaped into different objects. And there's the jewelry. There's always a few different styles, a few different vendors with jewelry, selling earrings, necklaces, rings, bracelets. Some of them have gemstones. Some of them are just metals. Some of them handmade. Some of them imported. All different designs. Then there's the vendors that have natural cosmetics, face creams, body butter, hydrating mist, hand lotion, candles, and other things like that. And heading toward the end, there's a few stalls that have a lot of random things all put together. One has jewelry, knickknacks, string, wine bottle holders, and a whole different array of random things, all sold together. And it's quite crowded today at the farmer's market because it's not raining. Lots of different people, all talking, chatting, meeting friends, having a bite to eat, having a drink, getting their weekly vegetables, and all manner of things. A lot of locals, but some tourists as well, all looking at what there is at the farmer's market. After I've topped up on the vegetables and honey, I slowly wander back home, passing a few more stalls that I didn't see. Another vendor selling vegetables, and another person making wraps, food wraps with fresh food, and lots of people out talking a few playing music at the market cross. I know it is time to make my way back because the bags are getting very heavy with all these delicious, fresh vegetables. And I don't want them to wilt. So I make my way back home slowly, stopping every once in a while to shift the bags if they get too heavy, or to set them down and take a break. Because now, on the way back home, I have to go uphill. And even though it's a slight hill, it is still intense because I'm carrying heavy bags. And I make my way up back to the house to put all the wonderful treasures away. And that, dear one, was my trip to the farmer's market. Now, the story can drift away to just another thought passing through the evening. You might notice how the mind begins to loosen when nothing is required of it. Thoughts can come and go. Sleep often arrives when we stop trying to invite it. And now, if you're already asleep, keep resting. If you're still awake, that's okay too. You can let this episode play again or move on to the next one. I'll be right here. Good night.